think that we remember that the design of our democracy is actually a really beautiful design. Flawed though we may be, imperfect though we may be as a country, we designed a democracy, and the founders designed a democracy anticipating this very moment. Anticipating there would be a moment where these abuses would occur. Because think about it, the way our democracy was designed, if you think about the republic or the democracy as a tabletop, it stands on 4 legs. Those 4 legs being 3 independent, co-equal branches of government, and a free and independent press. And so, when the executive branch engages in abuses, there's so many examples. Let's take one off the top of my head, DACA.
We're going to be here all night. That's another book you're going to need to write.
Listen, when I was writing this book, like literally things were happening in real time, and I had to say to the publisher, I know we need to make the deadline, but can I just have a couple more days? But think about it. So when there have been abuses, our courts have said, oh no, you've gone too far. Take DACA as an example. The Congress, when there was a political attempt to get rid of a public policy initiative that brought health care, affordable health care to millions of people, the Affordable Care Act, when there was an attempt by this administration to get rid of it for political reasons, Congress acted. You remember that moment at about 2 o'clock in the morning when the late great John McCain. And then think about the press. When babies were being snatched from their parents' arms, when the United States government was committing a human rights abuse, our press corps in droves went down to the border and covered it to such an extent that the American people in their living rooms, on their smartphones, could not turn an eye to what was happening, and they spoke out, and as a result, the administration, at least on paper, had to end that horrible policy. So the democracy, it's standing. If you think of it as kind of a house, so I'm not going to mix metaphors, forget the table, go to the house. If you think of it being a house, experiencing a natural disaster. We're getting beat up, a little bit. The shingles are kind of falling off, but the house is still standing, and it's worth fighting for.
Yes.
And it's worth fighting for.